Uh, Taylor, the guys looked pretty fired up, leaving off the floor. What was the energy like in the locker room after this one?
It was at a very high level. Obviously, super proud of the group. Withstanding so much so far this first half of the season. Coming off a 9-game losing streak and to have victories like that on back-to-back nights is super impressive. Just really proud of the group. Obviously, a number of guys out tonight. Different guys stepping up. You see our guys. I say it. We're fighting, and it comes down to the fourth quarter a lot of times. We withstood a big run there in the third quarter with Giannis taking over, getting downhill, getting to the free throw line, and we still managed to build a lead going to the fourth. And I think we lost the lead there, and our guys were just poised. I mean, having Vince Williams be a primary playmaker, Zaire at times being a primary playmaker, big time shots. Getting Lamar, he's basically playing the five in the spots on the floor. But great performance by the entire team. Obviously, Gigi was big for us. Zaire was big time for us. But great contributions up and down the lineup tonight, and that's just what we got to do. It's Grizzlies basketball, 30 assists, try to clamp down against one of the best teams in the league, and we did that tonight.
You talked about challenging Zaire, so what are the feelings like after he puts in a performance like that um, on a stage like this?
Yeah, I mean, it was big time. I told him immediately after the game, just keep working. Proud of the work that you've been putting in, man. He and I have had some honest conversations, the last, week or two about, what's transpired this season and how he's got to continue to make most of the opportunity. And what he's done is showcase an ability to put in the work and make it matter, when his number's called. And obviously, goes in the starting lineup tonight. I thought he made a big time impact on the defensive side. We started adjusting and trying to deny Lillard. So I did a really good job there, knifing over screens. I mean, Lillard's a heck of a player, getting downhill, but thought he made his shots as tough as possible, try to limit his touches as well. A couple of rebounds, a couple of assists, and obviously the scoring, getting out and running, catching that big lob late in the fourth quarter, shooting with confidence. That's just a product of his work and just him just finding, just consistency one day at a time. Just enjoy it. The process getting better, and he definitely showed that tonight. Excited, going into the break that he gets to kind of build that momentum, coming back in a week or so.
Coach, congrats on the win. Gigi consistently getting, above the 20 points within the flow of the offense. Just what's really standing out to you because he's doing it in multiple ways, but it really seems like he's taking advantage of the spot up opportunities and then working off that to get to the rim. Just the resourcefulness at such a young age. What's standing out to you about that?
What stands out to me is just his ability to play within himself and not trying to do too much. As you said it, I mean, every now and then we'll run a play for him. A lot of times it's him as a screener and roller and being a creator for us. But he's playing on the second side a lot. He's shooting with confidence. The ball's finding him in good spots. His spacing has been really good. And then when it's time to go and catch and get downhill, he's got to figure out playing in crowds, team swiping down, two guys collapse, creating some advantages. That's all going to come in time. We want to continue to grow the playmaking for him, but especially in that closeout situation a lot. So the fact that he's scoring it well, he's attacking in transition, he can get to the paint. Another guy, as we always talk about, getting to the paint, but can shoot the three, and then he's going to continue to grow on the defensive side. We're going to keep challenging him. It's just more steps in the right direction for his growth.
Taylor, so 58 points in the paint, highest it's been over the past several games. Just what was the difference tonight in y'all's efficiency in the paint, especially given the rim protection they have with Lopez and Giannis?
Yeah, I mean it's really difficult to score in the paint against this team. Multiple actions I think kind of paid dividends to us. It wouldn't be the first action we'd spray it out, maybe knock down a three. We only shot 26, threes, and this is a team that kind of forces you to shoot a lot of threes. So I thought, going catches on the backside, getting inside, interior passes, hitting the roller, a couple finishes there. Some of our guys, obviously, we knocked down some floaters tonight. You're going to have to do that, especially with Lopez at the rim. But it was that just keep playing mentality. So really impressive that we almost cracked 60 against the Bucks. Just a relentlessness. Everyone I told them, be the aggressive team. Whether you're the handler or the screener, need you to get downhill, create something at the three-point line or at the rim. Keep attacking these guys at the rim, and the guys did it tonight.
Gigi's hit few clutch shots this season in multiple games. Is that, and he's 19 years old, is that something that you can coach, or is that just something he might have a knack for, or what's your sense there?
I'm not taking credit for that. It's knack for sure. I mean, obviously, we're going to coach him up for 48 minutes and making the right reads at different points in the game. But, he's obviously displayed that, as you said. It's just a confidence. He just plays within himself. He's not trying to play hero ball or anything like that. We'll keep him focused on not trying to play hero ball, just play within the system, like the question earlier. And he just got a confidence. It's all the work that he's been putting in. Close out read, they're short, shoot it. They close out hard. drive it or play next action. I think he's been pretty good in screening roll actions. Obviously, coming off of pick and rolls and trying to facilitate too. That's going to come more with more reps and more work. But just love the confidence he plays in the fourth quarter. And obviously, a lot of guys had big time shots in that fourth quarter tonight for us.
Coming off of 9 straight losses, win 2 straight. Been in a lot of close games this year that haven't gone y'all's way. But tonight, get that huge win. What does it do for each individual's confidence?
You have to ask them. I just see the joy that these guys are playing with. Hopefully, they're feeling the confidence that through adversity, you keep sticking together, you keep working, you keep trying to live up to our standard one day at a time. They keep pushing each other, which is really impressive. Guys that are in the lineup, guys that are out of the lineup, guys that are on the floor, guys that are on the bench. You can see the spirit, and that's what I've just been focused on all along, is just having fun throughout all this. That's the main thing that we can control. Let's put in the work as necessary individually, collectively, but hopefully a big confidence boost. But I see the joy that these guys are playing with. Good time to catch our breath, for 6-7 days. Come back, have a great practice, and get back to it next Friday.
Coach, over the past month or so, as you dealt with injuries and things like that, some of your best playmaking sources have unfortunately been injured as well. But the depth stepping up with the playmaking, 30 assists is pretty common now. And the three-point shooting has been a result as well, especially against 2 really good three-point defenses. What stands out to you about that for this season and beyond, about just how good your depth, the chemistry between your young depth, the playmaking that they're working off of, and it leading to the consistency from beyond the arc?
Yeah, hopefully, our system, now and long term is everyone has a responsibility as a playmaker, with the spacing, the driving kick, the creating advantages. It's taken some of these guys some time, a lot of, film work, a lot of individual work, a lot of teamwork. In our practice settings to just emphasize the spacing, the driving kick. How do we create those advantages? It's second side going catch. You're going to hear me say this a million times. It's anybody can be a screener and roller, working on that pocket pass, working on that skip pass. And then everyone's kind of displaying that right now. So developing chemistry, it takes some time, obviously, when you get out there on the floor on game nights, but all the work they're putting in the practices is hopefully translating to what they're seeing. The reads they're making. You see Vince Williams with multiple back-to-back 6, 7, 8 assists. Santi with 7 assists tonight. Zaire with 4 assists. Jordan's new to the team. He's got multiple assists. Gilly's been doing Gilly, but trying to get everyone to be a facilitator. And we know that we're going to have to create our offense with 30-plus assists, sharing that rock to create that energy on the offensive side. Great. Thanks, everyone.